Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you to a new game for the channel, Balatro. Imagine there's an A right there. Balatro is a deck builder in the very purest sense of the word, deck builder. There is no story. It's just building a deck of cards so that you can defeat challenges and continue to advance. It is also incredibly addicting, and one of my favorite games of 2024 so far. Balatro was developed by a local thunk. Congratulations to them on an amazing game, and I will, of course, be sharing a link in the video description so you can pick up a copy for yourself. I think there might even be a demo, but I'm not positive. It's a really good game, though. It's really, really good. Let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a full run. However long that takes, this video might end very quickly. It might be quite a long video. But I will explain everything I do as I go, and hopefully you'll get a lot out of it. The music is fantastic in this game. I have it turned down quite low so you can hear my voice, because otherwise the music will drown out my voice. Without any further ado, let's play. So I've already played quite a bit of this. I'm wanting to unlock... let's see here. I need to win a run with the black deck, so we'll use the black deck for our run today. So each deck gives you a very specific advantage, or even disadvantage, and we're going to be doing that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. I know most of them make sense to you. It'll be easier when we're actually in the game. Okay, at its heart, Balatro is poker, with a big twist on it. If you've never played poker before, it's a game about building the best possible 5-card hand to score the most chips. In this case, there's a very helpful list of all the different hands that are available in poker, ranging from high card, pair, 2-pair, 3 of a kind, which are all pretty straight, which are all pretty self-explanatory. A straight is cards in a sequence, so like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a straight. Flush, 5 cards of the same suit. A full house is a 3 of a kind in a pair. So for example, 3 kings and 2 tens is a full house. 4 of a kind, pretty straightforward. Straight flush combines straight and flush. So it'll be like, for example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all in clubs. And then there's also a hidden hand, the royal flush, which is ace, king, queen, 10, jack 10, in a suit. That's what you're doing. You get a certain number of cards in your hand, you discard the ones you don't want, and you play a certain number of hands per blind. In this case, we have 3. So every round consists of 3 blinds, so to speak. The small blind, the big blind, and the boss blind. But you always get a choice. You can always choose, if you wish, to skip a blind to get a specific benefit. In this case, if we skip the blind, we get double the benefit of whatever the next time we skip a blind is. I don't recommend that for your first blind. You want to be able to build your deck, get better cards, get better jokers, and that's how you play. So let's go ahead and hit select and play our first blind. Our objective is $300. So our initial hand here has 2 pair in it. We have 2 jacks and 2 nines. That's pretty good. We're also only 1 card away from a flush, so I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky. We're going to discard 2 cards. This counts as 1 discard. I didn't get a flush, but I did get a full house, which is a pretty great starting hand. So we're going to do jack, jack, 9, 9, 9. So what this means is we get 40 chips that is multiplied by 4, so we'll get us 160 points. However, each card is also worth a certain number of points. So in this case, 10, 20, plus 27 is 47. So it's going to be A7 times 4, which is more than enough. We're actually going to beat the blind in one hand. Easy peasy. If you already get the little flames like that, that means you've completed the hand. We get $3 plus $1 for every hand remaining for a total of 5. And now we get to go to the shop. So this is where you actually get to improve your deck. There's several different kinds of cards that you can add to your deck or use to improve your deck. The first of these is called the tarot cards. These give you an important, powerful benefit, either changing some of the cards in your deck or changing something else about your hand. In this case, we could play the Fool, which basically creates a new tarot or planet card, but you can't recursively create another Fool. Or Star, which turns cards into diamonds. We don't really have a plan for our deck yet, so either of these cards doesn't make sense up. We're going to buy a booster pack. Buffoons or Jokers. Now, Jokers are what make Balatro sing. Jokers change how you score, they can improve certain hands, they can make their hands worse. Lots and lots of possibilities. This booster pack has 2 cards in it. We're going to pick one of these 2 to start off our Jokers. We can have 6 Jokers at all times and 2 consumables. This means both these and Celestials. Celestial cards upgrade one of your poker hands so you get more points and more multiplier whenever you play that particular hand. Let's go ahead and pick the Buffoon. So we have, every time we play a flush, we get plus 80 chips. Or, for every hand in a row that we don't play a face card, we get a boost to our multiplier. Neither one of these are great first Jokers, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the crappy Joker because I have more control over that. You don't want to be skipping face cards normally because they're all worth 10 chips each, so we're going to go ahead and take the crappy Joker. And now for the rest of the game, as long as I have this card, that's an advantage I will have. We're also going to go ahead and buy a Celestial Pack. This will help give us a strategy for the rest of the game. Ideally, perfect. So we're already incentivized to play flushes for the plus 80 chips. This will level up my flush, so which means it will get an additional 2 multiplier and 15 chips whenever I play a flush. So we're going to go ahead and use. And we have only $1 left. We can't buy anything. We're going to click next round. Now, I could get 2 tarot cards right away. Or I could play the big blind to try to get a better... to go to the shop, basically. I want more Jokers. I want that more than I want to Mega Arcana Pack. So we're going to go ahead and play the big blind. Gotta get 450 points, or 450 chips now. Now, we're actually in a really good position to get a flush. I'm going to discard everything that isn't a spade. And we still did not get a spade, but that's okay. There we go. Beautiful. We're actually close to a straight flush. If we happen to draw 9 of spades, that would be a straight flush. I'm willing to give it a try, just for fun. And we didn't get it. I didn't think we would. We can play ace, queen, 10, 8, and 7. We have a flush. We're going to get at least 300 chips. Don't worry, it'll be more than that, because he's going to give us 80. So we're going to be hitting 130 times 6. We destroyed the big blind even before we add in the chips for these. So we're going to play our hand. Even before the 80 chips kicks in, we crushed it. We're doing real good. A glorious victory. We're going to get an extra buck for each hand we had left, which is 2. And we get $6. Okay. So if I don't use any of my discards, I get $2 a discard. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty solid card. Let's do it. You can always sell these cards for money if you don't want them anymore, because we only got 6 Jokers. Eventually we'll want to replace them. Okay, diamonds are deep up, which means I can't score diamonds with this particular boss blind. That's fine. Let's hit select. We're already off to the races with a pretty good hand for clubs. I'm losing money by doing this, but I don't care. Do we have much of a chance? That's 300. We'll get 80 for that. I think we'll have enough to take him out in one hand. So let's do it. Here we go. Blammo. Nice. My last run went really, really well, and happened to be a flush run as well. That seems to be the direction we're being pushed this time, but we may change our mind. There's one other way to earn money. If you have at least $5 or a multiple of $5, you get interest. So that can be pretty useful. Boost to my hand size is pretty handy. Let's buy the Juggler. You can also change the order of your cards. For now, that doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go ahead and buy the Emperor and use him now. We get the Hermit, which doubles my money. And we can also turn a card into a wild card. Let's go ahead and use the Hermit now. Yeah, I won't use it now. I'll only get $6, but that's okay. One thing will happen to you as you play more and more of the game. Your money will start to snowball. And money will stop being an issue for you at some point. It's just a question of how you can make more money consistently. Okay, a free Joker that's holographic is well worth passing up on the small blind. Happy to do that. And a free Mega Standard Pack is actually pretty useful too. Because we can see some of the fancier cards. Okay, so we have a Steel card, which means as long as you don't play it, you get a 1.5 times multiplier, which is pretty solid. A Lucky card, every time you play it, you can have a chance to get a +5 multiplier or $20. And then +7 chips, which actually turns twice or +14. We're going to take the Steel Ace and the Lucky... We're going to take the Lucky Diamonds, and then we're going to take the Steel Ace. Giving us a deck of 54 cards now, which is fine. Holy free holies. I have an incredible opportunity here. I would feel remiss if I didn't try it. I only get to play one hand, so... Jack of clubs, damn it. I've got to be careful. We could end this run very, very quickly if I'm not able to get another club. I did get another club. We're going to try this one more time. Come on. Give me a royal flush. Damn it. Oh, well. I'd be able to score 800 points with this. Oh my god. I could have had a royal flush. I'm such an idiot. I could have used this wild card to make that into a club. No, I'll never have that opportunity again. We do earn some interest, and we get $6, giving us 12. Amazing. Okay. So, if we ever have a hand that has both an ace and a straight in it, it will create a tarot card for us for free. That's really good. And it's free, so it's got that's all graphics, it's got +10 multiplier. Tempting? I'm not really in that kind of mood, though. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Celestial pack and hope that we get another Jupiter for the flush. We did not. Uranus is good, too. 2 pair is pretty common. Not interested. Very interested in the next one. So we're going to play the small blind, but then we're going to try to get the big blind. We're going to skip the big blind. I have a straight right here. But I only get the tarot card if it contains an ace, which I can actually do. We can do ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because aces go both ways. Ace either counts as like 1 or like 11. We get a free tarot card out of it. Okay, let's actually clone a card, which is pretty strong. We're gonna go ahead and do that now. We're gonna use this for these 2 kings. And then presto changeo. We now have 2 kings of diamonds. Let's try to get a diamond flush going here. I do have a full house, but I also have a flush. Let's go ahead and play the flush instead. Or is the flush, or the full house is worth 160 by default? You're worth 300. It's just smarter to play flushes this particular round. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. I like this guy a lot. I mean, every time we play a card, it gains +5 chips. That just makes the entire deck better. Yes, please. I like how the game really wants me to sell that card. I'm really thinking about it. Actually, I will do it, because I'm never going to trigger this. And this gives me a chance at some interest. We're skipping the shit out of this one, though. A free uncommon joker is pretty good. Our deck is a tiny bit weak. I wish we had some better jokers. Oh, every time we play a hand, we're gonna draw cards face down. That is concerning. Okay, I'm not gonna miss my chance this time. If we can get a queen of any suit, and a 10... Okay, we're gonna try it. I don't know if this is gonna work to count as a royal flush, but it should. Now this is a wild card. It counts as every suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kablamo! I feel pretty good about our chances of passing this one. Boom. We did it, friends. We got a royal flush, and an achievement has been unlocked. Nice. We're gonna get a free uncommon joker for our very own. I mean, game. You really want me to do a specific strategy here, don't you? I'm gonna go ahead and play the Wheel of Fortune. Nice! What did it get? It is a foil card, which means it gives us 50 chips. Very nice. I love this voucher. We're gonna go ahead and buy it right now. So now every other card in the game is gonna be cheaper. I am loving our deck right now. A Mega Celestial pack wouldn't be terrible. But we don't have a lot of multipliers. That's, I think, our greatest weakness. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to see if we get a straight flush, but I think it's more important that we'll be able to play 2 hands. And plus we'll get a multiplier from that guy. Oh, it automatically makes it with 4 cards, because straight flush is better than a regular flush. Nice. Nice. We are doing good, friends. We are doing good. These are both okay. I want to buy the Spectral pack first, though. So Spectral cards do really crazy shit. Ouija. A single random rank and reduces my hand size. Or, I don't like either one of these, but I kind of like this one better. Yeah, let's try it, just for fun. Wow. Okay. All right. This is gonna get us $4 because for now, but it's gonna change the hand every time. So, or we can have double the lowest rank card to multiply. I think I like this one better. We'll do that. We're gonna get real greedy. We're gonna go ahead and buy the Celestial Pack. You know what? Let's level up Straight Flush, because they're gonna be able to get Straight Flushes a little bit more easily now. Because we only need 4 cards. So yeah. And then we could do a big blind. $8 isn't worth it. I'd rather play the hand. We have a full house for right now. It's not that great, though. Like, flushes are just better for us. I'm gonna try to discard just those and see if we can get another diamond. I mean, we could get an ultra mega 3-of-a-kind diamond nonsense because we have so many kings of diamonds in our deck. We're also gonna get a 1.5 multiplier because of the ace of clubs here. We did it again, gamers. We did it again. Oh. Because we have so many more, face cards, this is actually pretty potent. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the juggler, and we're gonna buy the scary face. And let's go ahead and call it there. Okay, so every time I play it, it's gonna discard 2 of my cards randomly. I could pretty easily end up with some spades here. Here we go. So you'll notice for all these, we're getting plus 20. Very respectable first hand. And we also have enough cards now for another flush of 4 cards. It's not the full 5, but it's still pretty good. Plus, each of his cards is now worth 50 chips, so... There we go. Blammo. I'm gonna go and get the grabber here. It would be really nice to have an extra hand around just in case you really need it. I don't really want to buy anything here. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip to the next round. I get a +6 hand size to face the wheel. That's pretty funny. No, we're just gonna go ahead and play through it, I think. See if we can't get a club. We cannot. But we do have a club hand. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not terribly thrilling. It's not going to get us a whole bunch of points, but it's going to get us some. Respectable. We're going to want to put this guy up here because we want to gain chips before the multipliers hit. There you go. I'm on my way to more shenanigans of a diamond nature, potentially, or not. That's better. 6, 10, 9. So I could get a multiplier of 14 if I play the 2 instead of the 8. I think we do that. Or I could just play all of them. There's no downside to playing all 5 cards. Maybe our lucky card will help us out here. I'd love to get the 20 bucks, actually. We got the 20 multiplier instead. And there we have it. Another victory. Nice. I'm not really getting the multiplier cascade that I like to get. We might have to do something about that. I beg your pardon. Yeah, superposition, fuck off, man. Doubling the multiplier for any hand where we happen to have a flush is genuinely better. Oh, let's open up an Arcana pack and see what we can unlock. Sure, we can make a couple of lucky cards. Let's make you both lucky. So as you can see, the game is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a deck builder. But it's a really good deck builder. We got a pretty good draw for a Hearts Flush. Let's go ahead and play a Hearts Flush. We're gonna get double our multiplier thanks to the tribe here. Which is pretty solid. Really? That's what I'm talking about. Plus, I get a 1.5x from the Steel Ace of Clubs in my hand. Beautiful. Note that didn't catch on fire because we didn't have enough to get it in a single hand. That's what triggers that particular animation. That's how you know you done good. And not interesting. I'm trying to make sure we have a good multiple of 5 in here so we keep getting interest. I like the idea of turning 3 of these cards into spades because it'll make it easier to get spade flushes. So let's do that. Alright. I'm willing to pay $4 to see if there's like an amazing joker in here. No, I don't want more stone cards in my deck. No thank you, game. You are kind and generous, but I basically spent $4 for no reason. I'm not concerned about it. We'll do this. This feels like the right decision. We could play like a euchre deck where there's very few number cards. This deck would be insane. It's already pretty decent. me out of here, game. There we go. That's what I like to see. Because now we'll get a 22 multiplier thanks to the ace. Should be enough for us to clear out this hand. Oh, literally just counts as 1 point. No, it did give us 22. Yeah, there we go. Kablamo. Well done, us. Now, I do have a concern about this deck. We're not getting ridiculous totals yet, which is going to make it a lot more challenging for us down the line here. I don't think so, man. This is good. I like the idea of being able to have a third consumable card if we wanted one. We also haven't gotten very many Celestials, which is really weird. I'm going to go ahead and do a standard pack and see what we get. Oh, let's do it. I will happily take yet another spade. No thanks. Oh, 5 of a kind is actually a hand in this? That's funny. Let's do it. I'm not going to make very many points in this, but certainly not enough. But that's... It was too good, right? It's too good to ignore. I won't get my twice because it's not a flush, but that was still pretty useful. That was still pretty good. Spade seems to be the order of the day here. Give me spades, you miscreant. There you go. Pro tip, if you call the computer a miscreant, you're more likely to get what you're looking for. That's just information here. So there's a 20% chance this card just breaks. Looks like this time it didn't do that, though. Oh, there it goes. Problem with glass cards. What does this guy do? I'll do an Arcana pack. I could be re-rolling. That is a fair statement. I could choose to re-roll. I mean, let's just double down on this what if they were all spades strategy. I know this is the wrong game for that, but nonetheless. Maybe there's a spade in here. There's a stone card, which is just 50 chips. It's actually 100 chips. I want to get the 7 of Hearts for a very important reason. The ability to create tarot cards just by discarding the card is pretty strong. A free uncommon Joker? I don't think so. I want a negative Joker, because those come with an extra Joker slot. I actually could just play this as a flush, because she counts as every suit. She's just like that. She's cool. But yeah, I want to get something that helps build up our multiplier. I think that is currently this deck's biggest weakness. And that'll become a real problem as we get deeper and fighting some of the harder blinds. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble if we aren't able to fix that. Like, even here, notice that we're struggling. We need a lot of face cards to really make the most out of these Jokers, and we just haven't been drawing them. Our run could be in jeopardy. Thankfully, we just got a 5-card flush. Let's do it. With 2 face cards, that's going to help us out a good bit. There we go. We barely made it. But yeah, we're not hitting where we need to hit for this to really be a great quality deck. So it is somewhat problematic and does cause me some concern. I'm gonna pay $4, see if we can get a really awesome Joker that fits this deck perfectly. That's pretty decent, but I don't want to do that. Copies the ability of the Joker to the right. Yeah, I like that actually. So now what this means is we're gonna get 4 times the multiplier if we happen to draw a flush. That's actually pretty strong. Let's get a tarot card. Sure. Let's make this an entire deck of spades, why not? Okay, so this means, so our current level for flush is 2. It's only going to count as being a 1, which is going to make this one challenging, but certainly not impossible. I like our chances of getting... Oh, hang on. We're going to do this the big brain way. Turn these all into spades, please. So many spades. There we go. Totally counts as level 1, which isn't quite as good, but it's still pretty good. We're gonna get a 4-time multiplier too, which is pretty good. Alright, we're gonna do King Jack 9 2. I'm gonna say this other 9 because it'll actually give us... Oh my god, I should have played that 9. I should have played both of them. That was stupid. I feel pretty good about our chances about getting able to make at least 800 chips. There we go. So the level 8 blind, which is what counts as winning the game, so to speak, is 100,000. And that's gonna be difficult. Possible, but difficult. We need to keep maximizing this deck every way we possibly can. Our spades have a flush strategy. That's kind of where we're at right now. We should also be looking up for straight flushes, but that hasn't worked out so far. Not interesting. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of tarot cards. Maybe we're gonna turn even more cards into spades. Beautiful. If every card is a spade, every hand is a flush. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Game. I'd love to play the High Priestess, but making even more spades is just so comically entertaining to me. What if I could make my entire deck spades? Wouldn't that be wild? Okay, just out of curiosity here. We have 27 spades in this deck right now. Plus a wild card. That's so funny. I love it. I mean, a free uncommon Joker isn't bad, but it's not... Like, unless we knew what the Joker was, it's going to be hard to compete with a lot of the Jokers we have now. Look at that. We got a bunch of spades. Who would have guessed? Oh, let's just fucking play all these spades. There you go. The Scary Face is probably the most expendable of our Jokers right now, because plus 30 per face card is nice, but it's not definitive by itself. If we get something else that improves multiplier better, it's a superior choice. Let's just dump all this shit. There we go. More spades is more good. Oh, let's create a free tarot card. Sure. Oh, well, we didn't get anything. That's fine. It was worth a shot. Oh, that permanently decreased my level. Oh, that sucks. That was very unkind of you, game. I thought it just did it for that particular blind. SMH my head. There we go. Kind of a planet card is used. We have not gotten very many planet cards, which actually concerns me quite a lot. Because we're really missing out on improving our hand. Hey, what did I just say? I said we didn't have enough planet cards, and we didn't get any of the ones I wanted, but that's okay. I'll still use them anyway. Okay, select, turn the left card into the right card. Why not turn a King of Diamonds into an Ace of Spades? Although making multi-cards is even better, arguably. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add multipliers to these two cards. That's a little more, that's a little bit better. Oh, I get to choose the second one, don't I? I will go and use Death to turn this King of Diamonds into a multi-Ace of Spades. Beautiful. $27 just isn't as helpful as you'd think it might be. We're already at the point where I can basically buy what I want. It's a question of not having what things I want to buy. Let's just go ahead and play this. A flush house. I've never heard of that before. I didn't know that was a thing. There's all kinds of secret poker hands in this that I didn't even know existed. It's because they're not possible in real life, right? Like, it's not possible to have cards like that. Unless you're cheating. Oh man, we're 60 chips short of getting it in one go. Zam. Let's discard. Here we go. If every card becomes a spade, 4 fingers becomes expendable. But for right now, we're alright. That is mathematically better than this can ever be. And it's guaranteed. And as long as I keep playing tarot cards, it'll keep getting better. You know what, Raise Fist? Thank you for your service. Give me the fortune teller, please, and let's put her there so she comes before the multipliers. And let's go ahead and buy ourselves a Celestial pack and hope we get flush. That'd be pretty cash money of us. Planet X. I didn't know that was possible. Sure? Question mark? I mean, at least it unlocks it in my collection, and I'm a hoarder. So, I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and buy a Jumbo Standard pack. There is a glass spade here. Let's do it. And turn. The first hand is drawn face down. Oh my. Let's just take these first 5 cards here. So you have a couple of advantages in this case. First of all, you're always sorted the highest rank from left to right. So we're just gonna give this a shot. Hey, we got a flush, guys. That was pretty lucky. I mean, not that lucky, since we have an entire handful of spades, but... respectable. Could be better, but respectable. Let's discard both of these weak-ass cards. I don't want any part of that. And discard this guy. Death. I know, being bold, hoping for a diamond when everything is a spade. This is bad. This is really bad. I mean, I can turn an ace of diamonds into a queen of spades. That's something. Oops. Well, that gets me out of my diamond jam, but I did not want to turn a multi-queen of spades into an ace of diamonds. I wasn't paying attention. That'll teach me. Alright. There we go. Almost made it. I think we just lost. Because I can't make this hand any better. I just have garbage. And I can't discard either. I'm gonna hope the multipliers would take us over the 2,000 mark. Yeah, I think we just made it. Damn. I need more spades, clearly. I need every spade in recorded history. That's what I'm looking for here. Ah, the banana. 15 multiply, but it dies. There's a 1 in 6 chance that it just dies. It's just a boring old regular Joker. That's not very exciting. I'm gonna check the standard pack. Can we get even more spades, please? You know what? I'm here for it. Let's do it. This could be a lifesaver. If we get a really shitty boss blind for this final boss, this could save ourselves. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next round. I don't love that one, but I don't hate... Done. Negative jokers are always worth it, because it just adds another joker to your hand. Make me a tarot card, bitch. Yeah, let's increase both of you. Plus that increases her multiplier. Let's give this a shot. This is one of the weirdest runs I've ever had because I haven't been getting very many planets, which is just super crazy. And then let's discard the lot of you. There you go. Let's get a flush 3 of a kind. I guess it's not really a thing. Okay. Easy. Okay, not easy, but definitely doable. Okay. I mean, it's free, so I'm gonna do it, but it's not that helpful. I'm gonna put you back here. You couldn't give me fucking Jupiter one damn time. This has just been a weird run that I have just not been able to get leveled up. $3 to fight the boss blind is worth it. Maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a spade here. There is not. Alright. I also lost a chance to reroll the boss blind. That was silly of me. Oh well. It could be worse. Of all the annoying blinds that could have popped up, that one isn't too terrible. I mean, I can get a flush 2 pair. Okay, so I know this one is the one that increases stuff. Discard, please. Ace, king, king, 7, 2. Looking for the one that copies what's next to it. It's one of these two. It's this one. There you go. This is what I was afraid of. This is basically a nothing hand. I mean, I can play a pair and that's it. I think our run ends here. Without something really crazy happening, like a straight flush. I can't even get a regular flush. I can get a pair of aces and that's it. Oh well. Damn. And then the Joker makes fun of me because he's a jerk. So if you want to try this run yourself, you can play with this particular seed. That was Balatro. While I go through my new collection, Balatro is an amazing game. It is also not for everybody. Because there's no story, the reason to play the game is just what cool new cards can I unlock? And there's nothing wrong with that. But it is a weakness of the game. If you're not invested in playing the game because you just want to play the game, you will eventually to a point where you're just like, I don't care anymore. And then you'll want to move on to something else. Like, compared to something like Marvel's Midnight Suns, I'd rather play that 100 times a week because I enjoy the story so much. But purely as a game, if I just want to sit down and play a deck builder, I would probably pick this up. Oh, I did mark one of my jokers as viewed. Who else is new? Oh yeah, this guy. This fucking useless card. There's always the element of randomness. That some people might also find dissatisfying, but there's so many ways to mitigate it that it's really interesting. I just recommend it pretty highly. Um, so this is telling me there's a Joker I get if I have 5 glass cards in my deck. I'll get to unlock a Joker for that. Glass cards aren't that great, so I wouldn't know if I'd ever do that on purpose, but it's kind of cool that you can. But yes, purely as a deck builder, it's one of the best. It gets more fun each time you play it. In case you're asking, what do I have for replayability? There's challenges here. You can increase the difficulty once you've won with a deck. For example, I can increase this, which says you don't get any money for the small blind. And you'll notice there's other stakes that work up there, so it is... There's lots of replayability. There's many decks that you can play with, which is pretty cool. The abandoned decks are with the no face cards in your deck. That's gross. The ghost deck, the nebula deck. Once you get farther into the deck, once you get farther into the game, excuse me, the decks always have a trade-off. The green deck is one of my favorites. I like the ability to basically print money without too much challenge, but they're all good. When you begin the game the first time, you only have red, blue, and I think yellow. Maybe just red and blue. But you have to. I know you have to win the game in order to unlock at least one of those, but it might be green is the first one you have to unlock. No, I think red, blue, and yellow are in the game from the start, now that I think about it. I would not sleep on yellow as a good starter deck, but really the best deck to start out with is probably blue. It's generally better to have more hands than more discards, but it really depends on strategy you're going for. Which is another thing that I love. Everyone is different. I might not get the Jokers to make a flush run so attractive next time. I might get a completely different set of cards. It is a viable strategy, I guess, to do a high card run, where the only thing you ever do is play one card a turn, and you get ridiculous rewards from it. I found it very challenging to consider that to be a successful strategy, but hey, maybe your mileage will vary. And we got a lot of tarot cards on this run, and very few celestial cards. I've definitely had runs that have been the exact opposite. And don't sleep on spectral cards. There's one of them called the Soul that creates a legendary Joker, which is the only way to get a legendary Joker in the game. And those are all nuts. To show you an example of a legendary Joker, it's on the last page here. Yorick, every time you discard 23 cards, you get +1 increase your multiplier. Or this fucking guy. This gets silly. On my last run, I had this, and what happened was, I had a flush, the Jupiter planet, and I just kept making duplicates of them over and over and over again. And I even got a better card on top of that, which was, for every copy of your most commonly used hand, you get a 1x5 modifier. That was so crazy. Discard a Royal Flush, man. But every heart in your deck in a single round. I don't think that's possible unless you only have like 2 hearts in your deck. What's that one card I was thinking of here? That's a good one. Where was it? Oh, literally I just have to continue a save run, have to play the game, and then... Where was it? Mr. Bones is pretty handy. You can save your run, quite literally. This is a good one. Oh, nice. If you use a Joker and you win on it, it gets a sticker on it. I didn't even notice that. That's cool. That one's good. You saw the one in the last round. That one's decent. The Fibonacci Joker is fun. Card Sharp is good. It really makes you lean into it. Gosh, I cannot find that card. That card was ridiculous, though, and I was getting, like, ridiculous numbers of multipliers here. Which is just nuts. Supernova is really good. I do quite enjoy Supernova. Abstract Joker, don't sleep on that one, especially you get a lot of negative jokers. It can be pretty handy. Misprint gets you a random multiplier, which is pretty fun. Where's that fucking card? Oh my god. That was ridiculous. It made my run so easy. What's that one? Maybe it was on this page here. I thought it was the Matador, but maybe it isn't. I definitely want to run with it. This one is pretty good. The Swashbuckler is pretty handy. If I can't find it in the next couple things here, it's one that I won with, so. But yeah, basically I had a thing to give me 1.5 multiplier times every single time. I had a planet that matched it, and it just worked beautifully. Big deck energy for the blue Joker there. Well. It might have been, it actually might have been, was it maybe a voucher? Yeah, there it is. So it was the observatory plus this Joker. So what happened was I just kept making copies of the planet hand over and over and over and over again. I got really far too, just not far enough to really have the best thing. So I've made 18% of my progress. I just click unlock all. That feels like cheating. I don't know why I would ever click that button. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed Balatro. If you'd like to see more Balatro in a future video, please let me know. Otherwise, if you want to check out the game, I'm sure the devs would really appreciate it. It's a pretty small indie studio, and this has taken the internet by storm, so hopefully you're willing to give it a shot and play the best pure deck builder I think I've ever played. Until next time, my friends, this has been Abguardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.